All right, this is the Wings Mobile Detailing Automotive Podcast. Today's show, we're on the automotive business, and we're going to talk to you guys about why should you get your car detailed when you just bought a brand new. Many of you guys just buy a brand new car and don't see a reason to getting it, but we're here today with our salon in Virginia Beach again, another detailer genius. How you doing, Arsenal?
Hey, good man. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. So let's
Long time no see.
a long time no see, man. The last time we didn't do a detail for quite a while together.
Yeah, I think the last time we did a detail was on that boat
It was on the boat,
like 2 months
yeah.
ago.
All right, so let's jump right into it. I'm gonna play the introduction here for them, and then we're gonna jump to right to the point to help people what to do with their brand new car. And this is something really important for you guys to continue to listen to, because you don't want to wait too long to get your car detailed because you're gonna have consequences, and you want to do it the
Yep.
right way. So you just have your fresh, brand new car. Listen to this podcast and stay tuned after the presentation.
Welcome to the Wings Mobile Detailing Business and Automotive Podcast, the only podcast that will guide you on how to start and grow six-figure companies. As our team expand from one business location to worldwide domination, you will get step-by-step insights from a millennial franchisor and franchise owner with your host, Andre Mezzalera.
All right, so we're back. Arceland, why should anybody first of all get their brand new car detail, man? I mean, it looks impeccably clean, and
Yeah.
sometimes even the dealership comes on offer them detailing. But let's get to the comparison of a dealership detail and ours later. But
Yeah.
why should they get their car detailed? I mean, it's because some people ask, "Oh, my car's clean. Do I need a detailing?" And then I explain to them, that's what detailing is all about. It's protecting it, right?
Yeah. Well, there's a misperception out there that detailing is about cleaning your car, and that's why most new car owners don't get their cars detailed because it's already cleaned. But that's actually the wrong way of thinking about it, because it's all about preserving the look of your vehicle. So if your car is brand new, you can actually make that look even better than brand new, and then we can preserve that look. So that's where the importance of detailing a brand new car comes about. It depending on the budget. It can be a minor protection, something like a wax, or it can be something like a ceramic coating or clear gauze.
Yeah.
It's all about preserving the value of your vehicle and preserving the look, actually making it, in a lot of cases, look even better, depending on their budget, and then preserving that. And if you look at actually what are some of the most expensive things when it comes to a car, it's things like your paint damage, repainting your car to the way it used to be. It can take a lot. It can take a lot of money. So that's where the preserving that look of your vehicle really comes into play.
Yeah, and one really important point is that you're right. Like, it can take a lot of money to do. Painting is more of a damage fix. So we're getting right to the point, because it's worth to actually get the car detail at first. The sooner the better. And that's sometimes the
Yeah.
misperception that people have with the auto detailing. Auto detailing is not something that, it's not a damage fix. It's a damage prevention most times,
Exactly,
because of the protection it offers through the clear coat. And you just bought a brand new car, and you're thinking, okay, so that's another question that people do have. Now that you explained what detailing actually is, the benefits of it, is a lot of people, they're buying their brand new car from a dealership, for example, and they go and they get, so let's say the car costs $50, $60, $80,000 car, $120,000 car, and the dealership,
Yeah.
sometimes they add a detailing service to the bill.
Right.
And a lot of people, they're like, okay, it's with the car price, I might just as well pay for it because I trust the dealership for some reason. And guilty of that too, of trusting the dealership with trusting them that they specialize in auto detailing, although no, they specialize in selling cars and not actually detailing cars. So a lot of people fall into this trap of thinking, okay, I'm gonna pay this extra $2,000 on the bill for a detailing, for whatever warranty of detailing that they offer, because they trust them more, because it's a car brand, it's a dealership brand, it's Mercedes, BMW, Bentley, whatever it is.
Yeah.
They end up falling for that. But the thing is that bro, like we get clients before where they trust more the dealerships, and then they come to us, they call us, which we are a mobile detailing company, complaining about the dealership, that they regret actually taking to the dealership because they spend too much money. I've heard it so many times where they spend too much money on the detailing, and it looks like the job was done well at times where it was clean. If they spend like $200 or $1,200 on a car detail, which it happens a lot, and the car looks clean.
Yeah.
But in reality, I got there, actually, I don't know if it happened to you as well, but I got there and realized, dude, all they did was they put sealant on it, which is a good product. However, a sealant is actually, it's way far from being $1,200 a sealant. Now they may think, okay, so it's probably a quality service, it's a dealership done detailing service, so that's why it's more expensive. And then we go back to look at the product that they used, a dealership. Not to hate on them, but that's the reality of things, we have to, in a way, put the people's trust when it comes to auto detailing out of the dealership.
No, I mean, we're just. I'm pretty sure most dealerships will say the same thing, but that if you actually ask them that directly, they'll say that they don't specialize in that. They don't specialize in detailing, and it's just you hear all these stories about. First of all, you don't even have to listen to all these stories, because if you actually just go to a dealership, like we work with a lot of dealerships here in Virginia Beach, there are dealerships such as like luxury dealerships, like a Lexus dealership or an Audi dealership, and when a client brings their car for maintenance, a lot of times it's included to do a detail on it, and they're supposed to wax it and things like that. But their car wash is actually a drive-through car wash, so they're hitting it with brushes, or they're washing it with like long brushes. So this is a high-end dealership. So imagine what the cheaper dealerships are doing. And then they say their waxes last 6 months to a year. It's Carnauba base and things like that. And it's like if you know that that's not really cool. But that kind of,
that's true.
It sells it back to clients, but it's not the complete truth. And they'll say that they'll hand dry it and things like that, but it doesn't really matter, because the quality just isn't there. They're all about, most of the guys there are getting paid per volume. So then like by volume, then you get, the more cars they do, the more they get paid. So it's not that important to take your time on each car. It's actually not beneficial for them in terms of getting paid to take their time on each car. So it's just things like that come into play. And overall, the quality usually isn't there, and they're just not paid usually good enough to be to care as much about paint, about things like that we specialize in, or more detailers specialize in.
Yeah, and a lot of really great mobile auto detailers out there that can do a job with the warranty as well, because the dealerships at times they offer, a lot of people actually buy a brand new car and they want to go with the dealership because they offer, it comes with a paint warranty, on this service.
Yeah.
And they don't realize, any other mobile detailing company, if you're doing, ceramic coating, depending, you can also get a paint warranty. But because you have a paint warranty on your car, that doesn't necessarily mean that's the best coating, that you apply. Maybe it's not worth to get a cheap over the counter or a cheap type of auto detailing service done in your brand new car, when and just because you have warranty on that, and it's especially not even worth it if you're paying 3 times as much money for auto detailing that an actual specialist that actually doesn't get over the counter products, because they live off doing quality service and they want quality products. Offering service that's half that price at times, and the majority of times, man, I can't. I have my brother, actually, he bought it was a Honda, but with any car, but he bought a car and he paid on his bill $500 for detailing, which in our level of detailing, it wasn't even considered our $80. I mean, that to start with, there was crumbs on the glove box. Obviously, that could have been one particular dealership. I'm not saying that all of them are like that. Majority of dealerships, they can do a nice job, a really good job, but that product is still, as you said, the guys that are doing it inside the dealership, they are there for quantity and not quality. So that's a great point right there. And
yeah, I mean, quick story to tell you this. I think I told you this already, but my dad's got a 2017 Lexus, and he wanted to get it polished, just to get rid of minor swirls and things like that. And he did majority, got most of the swirls out, things like that. But you can see pad marks. You can see whatever they were using had too much vibration, or they were just trying to do it fast. I'm not sure, but there's literally streaks of pad lines on there.
Damn.
So if you actually pay attention, as a detailer, it's kind of you just kind of see it almost immediately. To my dad, it looked pretty good. Not exactly what he wanted, but it's not quite there.
I mean, that would be a nightmare for us, man, to polish a car and make it worse with scratches. That would be a nightmare for detailers.
Yeah, that's my point. It's just the quality isn't there, or I mean, you and I have seen brand new cars that the client bought maybe a month ago or a couple of weeks ago, and they want that good protection on there, and there's just so much conditioner on everything. It's just so much oil, you can't touch anything. Your fingers become wet after that, and it just, all the dust, everything gravitates to all your hard surfaces, to your leather, to things like that.
It's not just about the paint. You're right. It's not just about that the paint service, paint coating. It's the interior. What they put. Sometimes they use silicone-based products. That it's really not good for new cars, and that's another point, bro. Polishing as well. Remember, I think we've watched from Ammo New York City, the detailer. And he was coming with a video and explaining when you get a brand new car, the consequences of you polishing any car that you polish. Polish is different for people to understand. Polish is different than wax and sealants. You can never over wax or over seal your car. It's always just good for your car because you're applying a paste on top to protect. Polishing is actually, you're cutting through the clear coat. Polishing is actually a correction product, a cutting product, which is very microscopically speaking, but you're cutting through the clear coat. And when you have a brand new car, brand new paint job, clear coat on the car, Ammo New York City, they explain that when it's the drying process in the manufacture of the car, the painting booth, those initial gases, when you're spraying, it comes all on the surface. So you technically have a very thin surface of protection that exudes more of that sparkling shine from the car. So you want to, when you get a brand new car with a brand new paint, you want to avoid polishing the car. Even if you have minor imperfections, the best thing to do is just avoid polishing at all. So you're not getting rid of that sacrificial layer that's on top from the gases of, when the manufacturer paints your car. And obviously that's a one little point, but it's still a nightmare to get it scratches on a brand new car. Talking about the benefits now, the benefits. So they got a brand new car, still, and a lot of people think, okay, let me just drive off the lot. It's perfect. The paint, I trust the manufacturer because the paint is probably protected now because it looks clean, and it can sometimes even have some wax protection over there. But it's something that, okay, should I trust whatever's on my car? It's brand new. Do you think people should trust driving off their car, and waiting for it to get dirty before they get a detail, or why should they get detail at first?
Well, they should get a detail first. They should get it detailed and completely protected, even if it seems clean to them. To most detailers, it's not as clean as they may think, or it's not as perfect as they may think. So, not only that, you want to if you're happy with the way it looks, you want to keep it that way, and you want to keep it that way consistently, not just wax it once a year, or not just put sealant on it here and there and then not take care of it, because even if you wax it, still needs to be maintained. You still need those maintain washes and vacuums and things like that. But yeah, it's something that has to be done consistently because you want to. I mean, simply, when you buy a used car, do you buy the car that, even if it's a little bit more, do you buy the car that has faded interior, faded leather, there's cracks everywhere, and on the outside there's oxidation, there's scratches everywhere, or the car that's 10 years old but it looks like it was just bought like 3 days ago? Which one would you overpay for? Which one would you? I mean, even if the price isn't the same, you're always going to go for the better looking car. It's obviously, and it speaks volumes about how you just took care of that car, just not just detailing wise, but mechanically as well. It just shows that someone cares. So it's that element of trust, and it's that element of actually taking care of your vehicle versus someone who didn't. Consistently comes into play hugely. And if you're someone who doesn't like to get their cars detailed often, then you will end up paying more if you're doing it once every 2 or 3 years, because you probably need shampooing at that. You probably need a smart correction at that point.
Yeah.
We need a lot more work than if you're just getting it for a maintenance detail, but getting that more often. That way your car stays clean throughout the year, stays protected throughout the year, inside and out. And
Yeah,
it's a
so
lot cheaper.
it's
on
about you
than-
starting it. Yeah, it's so true. It's about you starting it off the right way and taking advantage of the first layer that you have on the car, taking advantage of that gloss. You're not jeopardizing that initial brand new gloss, and you want to maintain that original brand new gloss for as long as you can. And by that, normally detailers will recommend, obviously, to clay the car first, because why clay it? A lot of people ask why clay the car first, but these are the steps that normally we go through for brand new cars. We clay it not only to decontaminate, because there's not much contamination on the car, but to remove whatever old waxes that we don't know what's on the car. So we want to remove those and put layer that we know is good for the car, that's scientifically tested, to be the best product for the car. So we put sealants on it, or even ceramic coatings, which is the best type of protection you can put on your car. Brand new car, go with ceramic coating. So that's something that they definitely would want to look for, to clay it and apply good coating of sealant or ceramic coating on it, so that it starts off with a clean car, and a year goes by and you're not like regretting of not making that decision. We have a brand new car, and then a year goes by and you start looking, okay, my paint is not as I expected to be a year ago, or my interior leather, it's starting to get gene transfer on it, starting to get dirty, it's not repelling water well. My floor mats, they're not repelling water well either, and now it's already dirty and I have to clean it. So that's when you have to then wash your car and then detail it. applying the protection. So you want to avoid from having the regret in the first place. So don't wait to get your car detailed, right? That's what we say, right?
Yeah, it is all about the consistency. It's, you know, are you gonna brush your teeth once, like every night and every morning, or are you gonna not do it for 6 months and then have to go to the dentist and spend thousands of dollars? It's the same concept. It's are you gonna wait till the car needs not only protection but complete restoration, or are you gonna do it consistently and keep it looking good always and just paying the minimum detailing price?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, and that's what we preach, and that's what we actually have. That's why we have a maintenance program as well for not only ceramic coating clients, but a lot of just regular clients as well, because it is based on that consistency, and you do save more, and your car is literally clean basically all the time throughout the years.
Yeah, it's all about that. It's all about maintaining, and you want to maintain your car looking, when you got off the manufacturer, the dealership, looking the same as long as possible, and even better when it rains. You know, ceramic coating would make it look even better. Meaning, when it rains, the dirt's not going to stick to it. So it's all those benefits, guys, and just like Arslan said, you know, it's worth it. At the end of the day, it's definitely worth it. You're not detailing. Detailing is about maintaining the protection. It's not a car wash. It's different. You can obviously detail a car to clean it. You know, that's what it is about as well. But it's worth paying that. And it's not worth paying twice as much that extra to a dealership. You know, to not... You know, call an actual detailing specialist. You know, call an auto detailing specialist, and they will... someone reputable in your area. And if you guys call us, we can certainly help anyone. It's whatever area you're in, what part of the country you're in. Call us and or send us an email. You can find us online with the same name. And we'll help you out. We'll see you know, give you tips and tricks. But for now, I guess this is it, right, bro?
Yeah, man. That's all.
All right. Thank you guys for listening to the podcast, and we'll have blogs as well on our website, Wings Mobile Detailing. We have blogs, and you guys can read it over. We have the blog on the same topic as well. So type our name on Google, you'll find it as well. Thank you very much, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and we have more business and automotive detailing podcasts coming up.